All right, everybody, welcome to Michigan Live. 40 Inspired Thunder Series. Garrett Jenkins, Stevie Henning Jr. up here in the booth, bringing you action for tonight. Right now, the points leader, Aaron Stanton, top of the board with a 39, 135. And Steve, we come to a place like this, and especially the 0-1, a little bit more bumpy as Aaron Stanton kills the wall. But what is one thing that we are going to there was one thing tonight that these drivers are going to have to fight with.
Definitely the track. The track's old. It's bumpy. It definitely you can feel it in the car. And just probably I know a few of them say this car's tight. So they might be fighting that in the middle of the corner and maybe knocking down the wall. So
Well, of course, right now I'm sure you can hear the drivers where we can't, so I'm sure you'll be able to have access to auto radio, really give us some insight on what we can be experiencing. But, folks, it's back. The live updated point standings coming into tonight. Aaron Stanton with a 429 point lead over Colt Ward, Mike Hauser, backed by 563. Elijah Fisher, Ben Milton. You can actually see the top 10 in the points. And really, Colt Ward not here tonight, Steve. So you technically won't say 563 points. Is this where Aaron Stanton can kind of take it easy and be comfortable the last little bit of this season we got left, or is it still too early to start letting your guard down?
how many races are left in this?
Um,
I didn't check before I came
neither
on.
did
That's
I.
one thing
So
I did.
entering tonight. Let's see, Legacy, Michigan. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11.
Okay.
11
Um,
tonight.
Yeah, definitely. It's probably going to be one of those nights that you can just kind of chill and you don't have to worry about that as much. But as much as we all know Aaron, I don't think he'll be that way. He'll be up there charging for the lead and just having fun, I think, out there.
Well, Steve, well, we got a moment, and he's just turning circles. You can't get a word with him.
I think so.
Aaron Stan, Garrett Jenkins, Stephen Henning Jr. up here in this broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
What's up, guys?
Well,
What's up?
you tell us, top of the board, hometown favorite in front of a hometown crowd. I got to ask you first, as far as the track goes, one, how's it feeling? And two, how is it going to affect how you approach tonight and drive the car?
I mean, it's super tight out here. My approach is to try to just back up the corners and save the right front. I feel like that's going to be most everybody's approach. I mean, it's so hard to just get this thing to rotate.
Well, buddy, as for tonight, me and Steven were just talking. Into tonight, 563 points between you and Mike Hauser, Colt Ward, not here tonight. Is this time to slow it back, or is it still time to just get every win you can?
You know me, Garrett. I'm going to go out here and try to win every race.
Steve
Told
was
you.
right.
See, I told you.
But no, it's like I do have to have the little birdie in the back of my mind that tells me, like, hey, maybe this isn't worth it because, still not getting. If I'm still not gonna, I'm still gonna take like the top three if I'm, gonna wreck myself going for a win or something. But
Well, Steve, got any last minute questions you want to ask the man before we let him get set to try to win yet again at his own track?
Not that I can think of right now. I think you hit the nail on the head for all of them.
Well, Aaron, best of luck tonight. Hopefully, we'll talk to you at the end of this thing and see if you can't get win number 10.
I'll try, boys.
All right,
Good
buddy.
luck.
All right, so you're right. I mean, obviously, I kind of figured you would be. But, Steve, there just ain't one hometown boy tonight. There's two.
Oh, is there? Oh,
Yes,
yes, I
sir.
guess there would be, yes.
Yes, there is. And where is he on the speed charts? Fifth quickest. And you can't talk to one brother without talking to the other one. Let's see if his mic's working before we get started here. Hot Shot Henderson, Garrett Jenkins, Stephen Henning Jr. up here in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Well, just got done talking to your brother. We're going to ask you, well, first off, I'm going to ask you if Steve got any questions. You know, he can ask you as well. But I will ask you something on a more personal note. What does it mean to come here to Michigan? And even though it's a virtual track, what does it mean to come to Michigan, your hometown track, just to race it? But then what would it mean to win here tonight?
That'd be huge, man. That's what I want more than anything. So I've been visiting Michigan since 2004 when my dad took me. Kurt Busch, my favorite driver, was driving the Superman car that year. He spun around on the backstretch, didn't hit anything. He was Superman that day. I don't remember where he finished, but I remember that very vividly. And yeah, that's kind of what started my love. So I've been coming to Michigan now, I think. Gosh, Aaron could tell you it's probably been about 12 years straight. Haven't missed a race the last 12 years. So yeah, we're here just to win. We're here to have fun. Obviously, you guys know why I'm here. I don't show up to any Saturday races. All just Gen 4 at Michigan, and Josh is here. So, yeah, this is a home track. It'd be pretty special if I could figure out how to win it. But I got to beat Tweedledee first before I can win this race.
Well, I got to ask first off, that wasn't the year that Superman got punched by Jimmy Spencer, was it?
That was the year before. That was 2003.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good. We were about to be contradicting you here.
I got the whole history. We can have history class on it, man. I got it all down.
Well, Steve, you got any questions before asking my last one before we get ready for qualifying up here?
Yeah. How's I don't know, I might have not been listening, but how is the car feeling long run to short run? Comparison wise to like everyone else, do you think? Do you think it's
Yeah.
good?
Great question, Steven. You'll tell me because I've made about a half a lap so far. I made one, but I was blinking like crazy, so I just reset everything and make sure all the cylinders are running in this car before we get going here. So I don't know. I put down my fast lap at a 39.3. Aaron ran a 39.1. So I told Mike, I was like, I'm within 2/10. I can beat Aaron. That's all I need. So.
Well, there you go.
Well, pretty much that answers my question because I was going to ask you something similar, but.
How many laps is this race, guys? I don't even know how many laps this is. All right, so I got 104 laps to figure it out. We'll be all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Lots of time.
Buddy,
Just
best of
at
luck.
the end.
Yes, sir. Best of luck tonight. Hopefully, we'll get to talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yeah, have fun, boys. I hope you enjoy it. It's, let's see if we can keep the tires or anything. From what Mike's telling me, it's wearing tires pretty good. So I'll take his advice on it and see if I can't keep up with Aaron there. It's obviously goal number 1 is beat him. Goal number 2 is to win the race. So we'll see what happens.
All right, buddy. Best of luck tonight.
Thanks, fellas.
Well, Steve, qualifying up next. I'll ask.
Could be a fun night.
I think you're going to see a lot of guys smacking that wall off turn 2, to be flat honest with you.
Yeah.
And really, if they break sideways, that's just probably because it's pushing tight. And
yeah.
I wish
I think it's going to be just a real throttle game, I think. And just how much you push and how much brake I guess you can use too, I guess, for dragging.
Well, my thing is, would you rather run a lower brake bias to try to help these cars turn better on braking, or would you want to have? I believe Daniel Lehman is going to be getting a black flag for unsafe pit exit. Maybe not, but would you? Is this one of them tracks where you rather have a low brake bias to help turn under braking if you have to drag the brake, or do you just kind of keep it the same or put more to the front tires type of deal?
Usually for me, if it's pulling tight like that, I would usually take more and do lower brake to get it to, as you said, turn. And I would rather have a loose car than a tight wall pounding down the wall. So that's the way I would look at it.
Right now, Daniel Lehman, you talk about running at the top and Lehman into the wall. Off of 2. Right now, everybody getting ready to lay down a lap. Last night's winner, Ben Knert, for the Truex Truck Series. On track tonight, looking to try to keep the hot streak going. And honestly, Steve, we talked about Ben Knert. You know, got a whole bunch. You got some great paint on that 46 tonight, but we talk about Ben Knert, of course, well known on the road courses as everybody who's been looking at this series and other series he's runs. We know that, but honestly, that whole group has really tacked on to the ovals pretty good. Is it, I wouldn't necessarily say surprising, but does it catch these guys off guard that we got a road course guy, really the whole group, that has actually really been able to grasp this oval concept, because they're two completely different things?
I think so, yeah. For that, it was definitely when I seen him go from the road courses and start being more competitive on the ovals. I was like, okay, you can do it all, and that's good. But I think for the rest of the field, yeah, I think they're shocked, but at the end of the day, I think they're more worried about qualifying and how it all works out at the end of the race, you know what I mean? Like long run.
Right now, Knert goes fourth quickest with a 420. Matt Morrison ties him at a 420. Morrison across the line. Or Knert across the line is not an improvement.
Mike Hauser to the top.
39.319, and Mike's going to call it done. Right now,
Yeah.
Right now, Elijah Fisher clocks in only 8th quickest for Fisher in the new paint for the 16 tonight. Right now, top 5 as they run: Mike Hauser, Aaron Stanton, Travis Farmer, Matt Morrison, and Ben Knert. And really, going forward here, who do you look at that you think? Give me your expected winner, then give me your underdog going into tonight. We're gonna try to call shots here. Well, we'll let you choose that. Tyler Stone clocks in 7th quickest with a 39.501.
I think it's going to be a really good battle, I think, between Mike and Aaron tonight. And I think Travis and Matt, too. I think all of them will be up around each other. But I think I'm going to go with probably Aaron. After what I've seen, what he's done in practice, he's been able to adapt more to the long run, I think. So that's who I'm going for my go-to pick. My other one would be gonna go with maybe a Ty Mosley, I think.
Ty Mosley right now 8th quickest, 39.561. I like how you think. That's my driver, obviously. But no, I think I think after last week, in the role that this driver has been on, he'll take the pole tonight. I got to go with the go-to pick of Mike Hauser. I think you look at the run that he has been on since the championship. Not here, not just here, but other leagues that he runs in. Not just mine, but kind of every league that he has ran in.
Yeah.
I think, I honestly believe 2026, the first half, or the first portion of it, has already been his year. The Cup Series champion. Had a good run in the Inspire 250. You take that and you throw everything else. One of the top contenders in Sofa, one of the top contenders in Truex. I really think this is the best Mike Hauser that we have seen. And right here in a few moments, we're going to be getting him into the booth for his pole position interview. But other than that, if I will go with a dark horse, honestly, just based off the qualifying effort, I got to choose my word wisely here because he is a champion already. But I think you want to talk about adaptability and a driver who can figure it out. I'll go with Travis Farmer as a dark horse in this deal. I understand he's a Truck Series champion, the Platinum champion, but these Gen 4s, you got to understand, you got to figure out quick you got to figure out how these things going to handle. What's it going to do long run? And honestly, I think of somebody that can adapt on the fly. I would go with Travis Farmer. So you go with Aaron and Ty Mosley. And Ty's going to hate me for this, but I can already hear this coming. I will go with Travis Farmer and Mike Hauser for my picks. And while we're waiting, we're going to roll the starting
I think either way, both of them are very, very good. They're always up at the front.
Real quick before we bring Mike Hauser in here, starting lineup for tonight. Mike Hauser, Aaron Stanton for row 1. Row 2, Travis Farmer, Matt Morrison. Row 3, Ben Knert, Matt Siders. Very qualified effort for Matt Siders, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tyler Stone, Ty Mosley. We got 3 ties in here tonight, and they'll be 2 run off of row 4. Elijah Fisher, Hotshot Henderson rounds out the top 10. Sean Hamilton, Bobby Hadaway from row 6. Ain't many tonight. Chris Laota, dependable Ducks cleaner next to Daniel Lehman. Right out the field, Sean Corbett, the 3rd tie in this, Ty Wilson. And do you know they're going to be adding an extra lap here like they normally do? Because I don't know if we got a race control or not.
Oh, I don't know. They were talking about that. And they said about him not being here, so I'll be able to tell you here in the chat if it says it.
Well, we got
but I don't see anything yet here.
Well, I don't know how good Mike Hauser would like being interviewed right when we're going to green. They had to hold off on Mike here a second.
His car lights are still out.
Yeah,
So I think
could have a bad wire. Wire could be broke somewhere. It is a Ford.
An old one of that. That looks like an early 2005's version.
Looks like it's got a V6.
It probably does. It probably does.
Who wants a V6 when you can go to a V8?
I'm not seeing anything on the...
Well,
yeah, they're going green.
All right.
All right.
We'll get Mike Hauser under the first caution if we get one. Hauser, Stanton brings down to the start.
Here they come. Here they come.
We are rolling from Michigan.
Good start by Mike. Eyes making moves. Down low.
Right now, Travis Farmer side by side with Morrison. Stanton able to get clear as well. The field works down the back straightaway for the first time tonight. Mike Hauser brings him into turn number 3. Farmer down to the bottom. Farmer sent it. He sent it to try to get to Stanton. Not able to get there. Mike Hauser leads.
Just warming up the tires.
You say that really? When is the best time to start pushing? Early in the run, later in the run? Like we see it all the time in F1. They'll tell them to push on your end lap. Get as much time as you can, but is it different from stock cars compared to F1 on that? Is it kind of the roles reversed? Push early, then save late type of deal?
You can push it for a few laps on your outrun, but more than less you want to basically kind of save it and preserve it and keep the tires under as long as you can. That's going to be a big one for today.
Right now, 3 wide for third. Morrison hanging to that bottom again. Ben Knert hanging in the middle. Morrison slides back. And again, you go back to Ben Knert like we talked about earlier. We're now running the Halo paint scheme GameStop. Halo 3, actually.
Yeah, that's old school.
That's the Xbox days.
Yeah, that's
good
good days. Yeah.
Oh, big time loose for Knert. I I don't know. You think Ty Mosley maybe had something to do with that, or not really?
I don't know if he did or not quite yet. I can definitely take a look here.
Right now,
I was watching.
Farmer thought about swinging it to the inside of Stanton. Thought twice about it. Hauser opens up the lead to 2.5 seconds.
No, he just got loose. He just got loose in front of him.
Well, you wonder. Yeah, and you alluded to earlier the throttle control and guys knowing when to get back on the gas, how hard to. We've been talking about tight just about the whole broadcast, but is there a possibility some guys could develop a loose condition off the corners, or is it just too much wheel and the car pushing too tight, or is it kind of a little too hard to tell?
It's honestly a little bit too hard to tell. It looked to me like the rear end was kind of coming out, but it could have been that he bobbled out of the corner from just being where he was, right? So
Right now, battle at the front. Steve, Travis Armour up to second. And two champions and inspired. Hauser and Farmer, one cup, one truck. Going at it for a top spot.
This is gonna get good, I think, here.
And then you got the points leader entering tonight.
Yep.
Ironically, out there with him, and here comes Knurt, dives it to the bottom.
That was nice.
And he didn't slide up.
No, he didn't. He got that thing hooked up for sure. They're wrecking out a 4 there.
Caution is out.
Oh, wow, what a move.
Matt Morrison around. And I believe it's just going to be Morrison. Well, there's one way to find out. The SDK Gaming Replay. And it looked like maybe Hot Shot. Right on board with Morrison. Steve, what do you see here?
Trying to figure. It was the. It was.
Well, it looks for
Matt
mine.
Morrison.
Yep. Well, it looks for me, I think. Honestly, we can rewrite this from the back straight away. Henderson gets it to the inside of Morrison on the entry, and I think. Well, I really don't think Morrison knew he was there. I think part of it is Josh didn't want to give it up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. It just looks like kind of just tight racing and just two guys kind of going at it. And neither of them wanting to give, and one of them had to give.
Well, I'm sure he didn't fully want to give, but nonetheless.
Oh, no, we never do.
Tyler Stone stays out under this caution. As Mike Hauser. Of course, he is the lucky person to get the first pit stall, and he will win the race off of pit road.
Yeah.
Attaboy,
A
Mike.
good little bit there.
Mike, Stanton, Farmer, Daniel Lehman, Matt Sider's your top 5. Knurt, Fisher, Ty Mosley, Ty Wilson. You can't dial up. You can't dial up Matt Morrison and get his side of things.
Okay.
Matt Morrison, Garrett Jenkins, Stephen Henning Jr. up in the broadcast booth. Buddy, you got a copy?
What's up?
Well, we just looked at the replay for what we saw. Kind of walk us through what you felt like happened there between you and the 17.
Well, I thought I was getting loose, and then I got really loose. So, I don't know. Like I couldn't keep my foot in it because the back end was coming around. So I was trying to like feather it to keep it going straight. And I don't know. I guess he sucked into me, and yeah, I went around.
Well, right now, pretty early in this race, Can we see this 06 team try to get a rally back up to the front? And really, that brief run that you've had, how's it felt like from your perspective, being behind a car, being just by yourself in clean air? How's it really handling from your perspective?
It's I don't know, like it sticks pretty well. I mean, the air is pretty bad, but I mean, yeah, I think we can get back up there. Just gotta be patient now and probably use up more tire than what I want to, but we'll see what happens. It's a long race still. Luckily, the car's in one piece.
Yeah.
That's the best thing.
Well, Matt, best of luck from here on out. Hopefully, we'll get to talk to you at the end of this thing. Let's get ready for the restart.
Absolutely, Garrett. Thank you.
Yep. Dan, where's he from? Oh, yeah, learners.
There they go. They're going to be re-racking them here.
Yep. Right now, we're gonna see if Tyler Stone. We're gonna see if Tyler Stone's strategy here is going to work.
It's not a bad strategy 9 laps in, but we'll see, definitely.
But right now, sold out crowd here in Michigan. And I wonder how many of them is Henderson and Stanton fans as the field gets ready for the restart.
I tell you, being up in the booth compared to being in the race car is a big difference, I tell you, but I'm enjoying it.
Makes you feel a whole lot younger, don't it?
Oh, it does. It takes the stress off you a little bit more.
And right now, Hauser wasting no time at all. Got that big ass fan, number 27, staring him down.
Yeah, he does.
But Tyler Stone, Steve, a hell of a run down the back straightaway, just not quite able to get it to where Mike Hauser has to be forced to run to the bottom.
Yeah. Like, as I said, I don't think this strategy is that bad. He's going to obviously drop spots, but I don't... If he can fight it, as long as he can, it might work out pretty decent for him.
Still, I've always wanted to ask, from a driver's standpoint, it's not on the cheat sheet, but so it is actually an original Jim Bob question here. When you stay out for track position, about what time frame are you're going to need a caution to get back on sequence with the leader? What if you're a driver, you try that? What is how many laps are you looking for this plan to actually work? Is it 20 laps? Is it 30 laps? 15, 10? Like, about what time does a driver like Tyler Stone, he stayed out to get in track position. Now, when does he need a caution to come out to help him?
I would usually say like around 10 to 15, yeah. Because they've kind of worked them in and they've grooved them up and stuff, so you're going to obviously gain on it there, but the longer you can go without losing on the field, the better.
Well, right now, as far as losing goes, Tyler Stone down to 8. Right now, but Aaron Stanton just trying to make that outside lane work. That outside not coming to fruition yet, and really is that something to keep an eye on as the race goes on? Unlike Auto Club, can we see this top side be kind of dead?
I think so. I've seen a lot of people running it in practice there, so that gives me hope that a lot of people are hoping to use it kind of later on. But we'll definitely have to see. Right now, the groove is obviously the one that basically everyone's using, that deep arc into the corner.
Right now, everybody trying to stay single filed out, and I just wonder how much, weird to say this for a track, but I just wonder how much draft dependent are these cars on a 2-mile track compared to, well, we know the super speedway package ain't good to a degree. We know that, but I just wonder how much, Like, how much can you step out? How hard is it to get a run? Farmer down to the bottom of Stanton for second.
Oh,
Jess going to be
gave it back to him. Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
Aaron's going for it.
kind of reminds me of the old Jess. Oh! Excuse me, Mike. Apologize.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Exactly.
They're racing side by side up there.
Oh, Daniel Lehman off the wall. Well, I'm going to tell you, that 43, that is a piece. Standing a little bit of bunt draft down into turn number 3. I'm going to tell you, that 43 looks really, really good right now, just early on.
Yeah, they're definitely putting up a battle here for it.
Speaking of which, Dan Mosley trying to make his presence known as they are still going at it.
Yeah,
for the
they
top
are.
spot.
It's like one has a good run off the one corner and then one has run off the other. Oh, now they're side by side, I think?
Side by side entering turn number 3. Stanton fires it back to the bottom again. Hauser just able to get the run off the corner. Stanton better entry, but honestly, if you're Aaron Stanton, how much tire are you willing to burn to try to make this work? I feel like Mike's actually in the position he wants to be. You know he can get the run off the corner, forcing Aaron to try and burn more of that right front tire up. If you're Stanton, how much do you want to use?
As little as possible, but as much as keeping up with the leader. Obviously, you don't want to lose that draft and have to redo it all, what you just basically have all done. But basically, as little as possible. Here, that's going to be really hard with how tight we heard them in practice there. So
Right now, Hauser, Stanton, Travis Farmer, Daniel Lehman, Ben Kennard still holding on to a top 5, and honestly, we should have picked him as a dark horse in all this. Here comes Mosley down to the bottom.
here comes Aaron back again.
Stanton going to try it one more time.
You're just hoping at this point that it kind of sticks and that you can get the run off. But Mike is just really...
Mike's got that outside figured out.
Yeah, he's good.
Well, I also wonder in the same breath, how much of this is kind of personal type of deal. Aaron stole the win last week in Mike's own track. I wonder how much of this is going for Mike Hauser to win here at Michigan. Oh, big time loose. Oh,
He'll...
you gonna say it? I was about to say it.
These guys are putting on one heck of a show right now, and
Stanton finally got it.
they are just dancing on the edge.
Also
Mike is getting really loose out, it looks like. I'm noticing him move the wheel a lot more.
Also got to wonder how much one underestimated thing people forget about is the seams in the racetrack and how much they can play a factor into how this car handles.
Yeah, you hit those seams wrong just at the wrong time. It can really create some drama.
Makes you wonder, I was just tight, now I'm loose.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like, what happened?
If you're in my scenario, where was this 30 laps ago?
Exactly. It's always when you don't need it.
And again, talk about trailer braking, and I wonder if some drivers have them brake biases turned down low, just in case we get a long run. And right.
Go ahead. It goes to show you just who the long run cars are, because Mosley, he's really come up and through the field and really put his hat in the ring for the top 3 there.
And you also look at the gap and how far Aaron has already put a half a second on Mike Hauser. And
Mhm.
we talk about temperature and we talk about track temp, how it can affect cars. Right now, 75 degrees outside temperature right now. And Steve, another thing to keep in mind, they do got a wind speed coming out of the northeast that, well, it was 7, now it's 4 miles an hour. It's constantly changing.
Yeah.
But how much,
Yeah.
but a 66 humidity rate, how does the humidity affect this track type of way?
Oh, it'll definitely make it feel loose, probably the more they run and the longer it is for that moisture-wise or humidity. But right now, I don't know what it is, if it's just the car that was making them. I know they did some updating with this car a while back, and it really hasn't been the same since, but so I don't know if it's that or if it's just what it is that's making them so tight.
I'll tell you, and of course, my driver's very outspoken on this, as he is on a lot of things, but he said they were fun, and now they're so tight you can't drive them.
Yeah, I've heard that amongst the garage.
But right now, for Ty Mosley, Aaron Stanton's picking right now. Up to the 3rd spot, working on Mike Hauser for 2nd.
Yeah.
You talked about comers and goers, and who has been able to save their car, who has not, and right now, looks like Mike's finally starting to struggle just a little bit.
Yeah, just that little. But they were racing side by side for quite a bit too, so that used them up a lot too.
I also got to wonder, well, it makes me kind of want to retract my statement earlier saying Mike Hauser had the preferred lane, probably won't burn up his tires as much. I might be taking that statement back.
Yeah.
Well, folks, you just saw the race update on the screen. For those watching the broadcast now, we're going to go a little bit more in depth on it. And Steve, you're probably going to like some of this parts right now. The fastest 5 for 5. Aaron Stanton with the fastest 5-lap average. Well, actually, we'll let him update here. Matt Morrison, as a matter of fact. Nope. Go right back to Aaron Stanton with a 40.43. Morrison a 44.8. Travis Farmer 49. Ty Mosley 53. And Chris Lyotta, as a matter of fact, the 5th ranked driver on the fastest 5-lap average with a 40.59. Does that kind of give you an accurate representation of who we could start coming through the field?
Oh, for sure, yeah. As you can see, like Ty, he's moved up and passed Mike there, and so is Farmer, I think it is, has come up and passed him. And again, those are the top 3 guys, and then Ben. Where's
Right now, Ben Kennard, fastest lap of the race of a 39.50.
Yeah, I just seen that. Where is he on that?
Ben Kennard right now running in the 6th spot.
6th spot, okay.
Lap leaders so far ain't been but 3. Mike Hauser led the opening 17 laps. Aaron Stanton has led the last 8. Ty Mosley led 2 laps under caution before ultimately surrendering the lead to Mike Hauser. And of course, last but not least, as I get my money's worth out of these overlays, the biggest movers of the night. And right now you're right on board with the biggest mover to come back and get himself Ty Mosley up 6 spots. Daniel Lehman up 4, tied with Chris Lyotta for 4. Ty Wilson, Hotshot Henderson up 3 spots. They're your biggest movers of the night so far. But still a long way to go. And if you're Aaron Stanton 1.2, but you got a 29 coming hot on your heels, how much do you want to push versus how much do you want to save till he gets to you?
You want to definitely save as much as you can, but I mean, right now you're just kind of in that flow of things. You're just kind of in your own groove of doing what you do best, just driving. But right now, it's single file. It looks like pretty much all the way through. So we might get to see some green flag pit stops here.
We will ride back further back through the field. Matter of fact, Steve, I think it's about time for our first Inspire Marketing through the field
Sounds good.
action here. So right now, we'll just go ahead and take it from the top. Aaron Stanton, right now, your leader, live from Michigan. Of course, the hometown favorite. Two of the hometown favorites tonight. One first, one seventh. We'll get to him in a little bit. And Steve, really, has there been anything said from the 27 camp?
Not a whole lot. He's just kind of been quiet throughout the race, just doing what he does best and just hauling the mail.
That's a good one. Well, right now, Ty Mosley, right now running second. Of course, the biggest mover of the night so far. But right now, he does not seem to be having as many spots he's made up. He does not seem to have the pace to the 27. Right behind him in third, Travis Farmer. Trying to make up ground, started third right now. Hasn't gained nothing, hasn't lost nothing. The same cannot be said for the pole sitter, Mike Hauser. Right now started first, has dropped 3 spots after nabbing the pole. And Steve, honestly, we talked to him under the last caution. Matt Morrison has worked himself inside the top 5 after spinning earlier Hotshot Henderson in the pits.
Yeah, he's definitely got on it.
He did say, though, he was worried about how much tire he was actually going to be burning. As for here for second, Mike Hauser down to the basement. And Hauser's going to take it away from Ty Mosley. Gutsy move.
Yeah, it was. Oh, he's going to try and take it back on the bottom.
Mosley saves it.
Wow.
That's how you save an under budget race car.
Yeah. Yeah. That might be the Reese's smooth, Reese's save of the night or whatever it's called in our
greatest save of the right now. Further back, we'll keep through the field, and we'll focus in on the battle for 6th. Well, actually, I say battle for 6. Daniel Lehman 1 lap down in 13th. So right now, Ben Knert holding on to the 6th spot. Been a quiet night for the Zero Delta Racing Machine, and of course, as we go further back, Steve, the head honcho himself, Elijah Fisher. Never mind, I ain't gonna go down that route. But Elijah right now running in the 7th spot, and honestly, you raced with him for a number of years, 1 season in Cup. Has this kind of just became the 16's MO of just hanging out at the end of these races and just trying to get what he can out of it? Or is it just one of them things where there's some tracks, he can struggle at, and some, he's obviously fast at? Indianapolis, one of them. But honestly, right now, we've not seen a lot out of Elijah Fisher. Do you believe this is the MO, or do you believe there's some handling issues with that 16?
I mean, we haven't seen much from him today, but I know he does have that MO of just kind of riding in the back, just kind of watching. So it's going to be very hard to say basically up until the end of it, but right now, to me, it looks like he's just kind of in that save mode and just kind of wait.
Well, able to get around Ben Knert for the 6th spot. Knert falls back to 7th, and of course, we talked earlier. When do you want to see a caution if you stayed out under the first one? And right now, Tyler Stone, I am believing he has been praying for a caution in the last 15 laps.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's been probably screaming at race control that there's debris all over the track.
Who threw the beer can? Who threw the Miller Lite on the racetrack?
Who got the Robbie Gordon padding? We need it.
Exactly. Who's that Who's the mysterious fan on top of the catch fence in turn 3?
Exactly. Exactly. Hold on, I might have to go down from the booth. Hold on here a second.
Take your time, buddy. Right now.
All in all,
Go ahead.
all in all, though, like for him being an 8th, that's honestly probably probably the best things that probably could have happened for him. Because it could have went worse. He could have went all the way right to the back, but yeah, exactly. He could have. I mean, he's on old tires. So
right now, we'll continue through the field. Ty Wilson right now running in the 9th spot. You see Matt Siders. Let me be sure I got that right. Okay. Could not remember if it was Mayat or Matt. Okay, I'm glad I got it right. But Matt Siders right now running 12th. I believe he is one of them. He has already made a pit stop. I'm pretty confident in that. Bobby Hadaway for H&W Motorsports, their lone representative tonight. And really have been the lone representative for the Thunder Series the last 3 weeks or so. Having a decent run for Bobby, and of course, you run with Bobby on Friday nights in the Raging Idiot Racing League. Really, for Bobby, one of the older gentlemen takes things a little bit more seriously. Really, what is the mentality you see out of Bobby Hadaway as he comes into these races?
I just see a guy that just loves to hang out and just hang out with a good group of guys. Like, he's always so good to just hang out with and just chat with. But we're in there, we're racing. But yeah, when he gets heated, it's pretty funny. I enjoy it. He's had a few heated moments, and it's been a blast to hang out with those guys and see what they need and help with, and figure out how we can help them, especially on Friday nights there.
Right now for Bobby, of course, looked like to be a great run in the Inspire 250 a couple weeks ago. Unfortunately, led his first lap in the Inspire 250 in his career in the Inspire Racing League. And unfortunately, 250 feet later on his lid. But
and that's from his mouth.
Yeah. Go ahead and wrap up these through the fields. Daniel Lehman back on the lead lap. Right now in 9th. Other drivers that came in to make their pit stop. Scott Corbin in this time. Hot Shot Henderson right now running in the 10th spot. Just got his lap back. Honestly, Steve, I'm surprised that we have not seen Aaron Stanton, Mike Hauser, Matt Morrison, Fisher, Farmer, Mosley. We really have not seen the top 8 in yet.
No, I'm wondering. Well, what lap were we on? They pitted pretty early. Yeah, they pitted pretty early there.
Matter of fact, I can get you the stats right here. So right now for the top 8 is a 33 lap run. Stanton taking 2 tires, Morrison taking 4 tires. Well, of course, he probably needed to. After that long spin. Hauser, Fisher, Travis Farmer, all 2 tires. Ty Mosley, 4. Ben Knert, 4. Bobby Hadaway, 2. Well, I'm going to tell you, 2 tires. I swear, 2.3 second lead, but he had got him a set of good pies on the right side.
Yeah, he's definitely got that thing feeling good. 43, it sounds like it's going in.
Yep. And he is. Here it comes. Mike Hauser. Gotta get it woed down. All right, he good.
Yeah, this is if I remember correctly, a very slick pit road.
Hauser in. Mosley in. So top 8 finally start to concede. Well, Steve, one thing people hate to do is take their cars to the garage. And believe me, I see what happens when people don't take their cars to the garage. Let's see if there's anything on the repair tab. And okay, Tyler Stone, 6 seconds worth of damage. Sean Hamilton, 5 seconds worth of damage.
Not bad at all. That's not race ending. Aaron's in.
Well, that's what we waited on. Aaron Stanton in this time when Morrison Fisher's going to stay out. Get 5 bonus points. Right now, Elijah Fisher's. I don't know if I believe this or not. It says Elijah Fisher's top speed 208. Probably would draft, actually. Because I see Ben Knert with a 210. Or I'm sorry, a 201. My numbers are backwards. But yeah, 208 for Elijah Fisher. That is the top speed through the speed trap, wherever that is at.
They were hitting like by themselves in practice earlier. I did see like I think it was like around 206 by themselves. So they were hauling by themselves. So that doesn't shock me any.
No, and right now you look at it. We're gonna go back to the pit report. Hot Shot Henderson, when it cycles around, should be the leader. Daniel Lehman second. Now the question is, how will 12 lap old tires work compared to Stanton? Deal.
Well, I mean, we did 9 laps with Tyler Stone there, and they gobbled them up pretty good, but
it just sorry.
It just all depends on like how they saved them from that point, right? How aggressive they were coming out of pit road and just what they all did after like exit of pit road.
Bobby Hadaway in this time in that number 52 H&W Motorsports White Monster Energy Machine. Oh, that was a mouthful. I don't know how they do it on actual NASCAR. And he overshot the pit box a little bit. As Elijah Fisher continues to lead here at Michigan. You got to expect Fisher to be coming in this time, and I know these drivers that are all 1 lap down, they're waiting for him.
Yeah, they're definitely waiting. He's definitely held on. Yeah, he is coming in this time. He's definitely worked it. I don't know if I'd say into his favor, but he's definitely worked it longer than everybody else, so he could have the fresher tires.
We'll have to see. Here comes the 16 of Fisher now. See how many drivers can all get their laps back. Elijah Fisher comes in, almost loses it on pit entry.
A little hot.
Just a little. Not too
That's
sure.
what you want to do in a pit road entry. You want to come in hot, but just not too hot.
I think we've both been there before.
Yeah, we've pushed it a little bit too far once in a while, but you got it. You get the heart pumping.
Well, we asked how 12 laps would work. New leader out front, and it's not Josh Henderson, it's Aaron Stanton.
He just passed him for it, too.
Yeah. Well, kind of answered our question now. And the Big A fans, Chevy Monte Carlo. And
I think Aaron is just one to beat out here today.
Honestly, I
got
ain't
a lot of
gonna lie with
horses
you.
under that hood.
Probably got 1 or 2 extra than what's supposed to be under there, but
That's not for us to figure out.
either that or he might have a bigger fan in there cooling that motor down, giving it a little bit more power. Of course, the sponsor probably hooked him up.
For sure. That thing's probably running ice cold.
He cut a hole in the dash just to add the AC to it. It's blowing so cold.
Yeah, there you go.
Ironic, a little side note. I saw this paint job and I said, well, what in the world what is a big ass fan? I looked them up. Believe it or not, Steve, they make fans for turkey houses.
Well, there you go.
Well, I mean,
I think I looked it up too, and I was like, well, that works. That's a way to promote your company.
I wish I had a picture of Aaron Stanton. I would have photoshopped him in front of that big fan they have on the website.
It'd be like a kid going to the candy store.
Well, My mom, ironically, used to raise turkeys. She said it smelled like money to her. I can
Oh,
rest
there you
assure
go.
you, it smells like something else too. Living all around them. But right now, Stanton leads. Josh Henderson falls back to 3.1. Mike Hauser is gaining on Henderson. And honestly, we might have Pocono all over again. Stanton and Hauser playing cat and mouse. I'll tell you though, Matt Morrison, it's been a nice recovery for Morrison. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I was just about to say that.
I'm sure it ain't. I'm sure he didn't want to recover. I'm sure he wished that spin never happened. But I mean, it's been a hell of a drive so far for the driver of the 06. Right now, Scott Corbett has called it a night. I'm not.
It makes it a hell of a lot better of a story when you come back through the field, and you race up to a podium or a win. So it looks good on TV.
Yes. And right now, I'm glad you mentioned that. You can actually follow Morrison's stats. And right now, you can see it as low as 13th at one point. Obviously, the spin on lap 12. And you can see it on the graph. It has been a steady climb back to the third spot. And right now, I'm sure Josh Henderson is ready for a caution, just not be the caution.
Yeah, for sure.
And right now, we look back at it here on the pit report.
A 4-second gap Aaron has, Mike.
Wait, look, Mike is able to get it down.
Yeah.
Right now, 4.0 loses a little bit on entry. I don't know if he's trying to find a different line, trying to save, or really how he is approaching this. We haven't had a caution in a while.
He is.
So-
Stole it right out from under me. Gotta be quick.
But we look at the pit report, and so Stanton Hauser 9 and 10 lap run, Henderson on a 21, Chris Lauda on a 14 lap run. So honestly, when it's all said and done, it might work out in Hot Shot's favor to try to steal it. But personally, I don't see it happening. Not as quick as Aaron Stanton ran down Hot Shot Henderson.
All I'm seeing right now is, I think, a picnic table on the front of that 27 car. He's getting ready for a lunch of some sort. He's out for a picnic of some sort.
He's just out for a Sunday drive at this point.
Yep.
He's on his way to church. Well, I wouldn't say that far, but man, wouldn't you love to be Aaron Stanton and you get a nice big old trophy for winning Michigan to get to your mom on Mother's Day weekend? First, and all that, of course, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers this weekend. Glad you're spending the Mother's Day weekend here with us on the Inspired Racing Network. And Steve, right now, anything you want to shout out your mama to on the broadcast?
Just thanks for having me, and it's been a blast, and it wouldn't be anything else without her, so I appreciate her.
Well, I know mine's watching, and right now she's watching. Right now she's watching Aaron Stanton take the field to school here at Michigan. But I will say a few words about mine. And of course, I want to try to keep this brash and honest as possible. But she's put up with me for 24 years, and I know for 24 years that I've given her more gray hairs than what she deserves. But in all honesty, I mean, the stuff that I've done, any other person would have thrown me out a long time ago. So, Mom, I do appreciate you putting up with me, getting us through the hard times, being there for the last 24 years. And honestly, I don't think I could ask for a better mom than what I got. So, appreciate you on that. And again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers so far. And right now, for the for the boss lady. Right now, Elijah Fisher, right now 6, trying to run down Ty Mosley. And honestly, Steve, you mentioned it again. I know I keep flashing this pit road information for the broadcast, but honestly, we're honestly 5-lap difference. And I mean, Elijah, honestly, I think if you got more than 3 laps difference here, I think the ones who short pit and the ones who go long like Elijah did, I think personally this is going to be one of them things where you might need to pull Elijah Fisher's strategy and go a little bit long here.
Yeah. I always like a longer... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
The only issue is the ones who short pitted look at a gap that Aaron Stanton has.
I think it's just all how it's set up, and I don't think Aaron's exactly given it his all out there yet, so...
Well, that's kind of bad now, isn't it? That's kind of what any driver listening to the broadcast might not want to hear that.
That's why, like, we always say, it's at your own risk of what you do that dictates your race. If you're confident in doing the long run, like I usually do, I usually run it as long as I can, or as long as like the team wants me to, type deal. But sometimes you get those people that they do the short pitting, and it works for them, and it's like, I don't know how that works for me, but
talk about
but
pit.
you just go ahead.
You talk about pit, and Hotshot Henderson back out onto the racetrack has made his pit stop. Right now 14th. So we're going, honestly, I'm kind of interested to see how the long versus short pit game plays out here.
Yeah.
Right now, Stanton puts Tyler Stone 1 lap down. But I'll give Stone credit, Steve. I mean, it was a gutsy call, but
It was.
I don't think it has worked out the way he intended. And of course, you got some people watching. Well, all it's going to take is 1 car to spin, and he'll get his lap back. About that.
We've been pretty green for quite a while here, and we're pretty single file, so.
Well, not only that, being that this is kind of retro NASCAR to a degree, it is the old school setup. There is no lucky dogs, no free passes.
Oh yes.
Take the wave around. That's about your only chance. But you do have another chance. You can line up on the inside of the leader like the old days and try to get your lap back. Now, success rate, little to none. I mean, from what I've seen, knowing my luck,
we know from experience.
Knowing my luck, I'd take out the leaders.
Oh yeah,
I'll get my lap back.
It's been hairy a few times for me like that in old school leagues like this, but we get through it.
And right now, Stanton 6.6 seconds. And honestly, if this is not Aaron Stanton's full strength, then I'd hate to know what is. Right now,
I just
go ahead.
Don't know if he is. I don't know if he's full blast or not. It's hard to tell.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You look back at Mike Hauser, you have Morrison, Farmer, and Fisher all closing in on you. And honestly, it is about to be a very intriguing battle for second. But it just seemed like that 43, it is not up to par like we saw earlier in the race. Because honestly, Mike, very known for having long run setups. Put in his car, he kind of loves the long run, but honestly, it kind of looked like the short run was better for the 43 just for here. And I don't know, what's your analogy on that?
I think Mike. It's hard to say what exactly is going on. Like, he's obviously got speed and the pace. It's just he doesn't have the pace of Aaron.
Well,
But it's just how to figure that out is the question. And as you said, it could be a short run car, and I'm just going off of what I know of Mike with the long run. But I think his car will be good. Hopefully after this pit stop, because I know sometimes they give you it feels like almost like a crappier pair of tires for the first tire set that you get. So that might be his issue. I don't know. I just
every
know
tire
that
is
it's
different.
happened. Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
sir. Right now, folks, for those looking at the broadcast, you can see the wins list so far for the Thunder Series, and I only bring it up to talk about pace. And honestly, Aaron Stanton, 8 wins so far in the Thunder Series with 11 races remaining. Right now, en route to number 9. The way it looks, Mike Hauser 1 win, Colt Ward 5. How ironic is it? I never noticed this. Ben Milton has got 3 wins in the Thunder Series. I know he got
really?
one.
Okay.
I know he got one off a technicality with Hayden Williams. I know he got one at Southern National. Where's the other one? This is me being a bad broadcaster right now. I'm supposed to know all this. Let's do some digging here. Let's do some digging now. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Southern National. Of course, Ben Miller not here tonight. Look forward to seeing him. Oh, the Charlotte Roval. That's right.
Okay.
How did I know? Oh, yeah, him and Ben Knert dominating the majority of that. Actually dominating the whole race. For second, Matt Morrison trying to get around Mike Hauser. Loose off of 4 again for Hauser.
That car looks pretty good to me. I don't see any damage to it. For Matt, that is, after the spin.
I don't think he had much of any. Tyler Stone coming out the pits, 2 laps down. Elijah Fisher starting to make his presence known, but honestly, I mean, we're seeing these guys come on, but they have got to cut down a near 7.5 second lead.
Yeah.
Well,
I just think Aaron's just in another level right now.
well, it is. When it's your home track, of course, I know you carry the same mentality. When we went to, I know you carried the same mentality when we went to Canada for your home track.
Yep.
There is a little bit more pride for drivers when you do go to their home track type of deal, and more, is it almost that I need to win this race, or is it more, Morrison!
Oh, Morrison again in the same spot.
Now you saw
He
Elijah
saved it.
dirt tracking a little bit. Go back and look at it, and honestly, I feel like, and I'm not pitting this on Elijah Fisher at all, I'm wondering if Fisher dancing around that back bumper kind of
Just got him arrow loose.
maybe. Well, no, let's look at it. And honestly, we're watching Aaron Stanton dominate everything, so. Or is it the seam?
That's what it looks like. It just looks like it kind of dumps on the rear spoiler a little bit. Just not having that air packed up as much, and then all of a sudden it is. Or he could have just got loose, too.
About to say, the seam, he did go over that seam right
Yeah.
literally milliseconds before he'd spun. Regardless, it was a hell of a drive for Matt Morrison to come back through the field, but this one, unfortunately, not going to result in a caution. However, he is around hot shot again, so not talking junk by no means, but as we were saying prior to that, is there a sense of, is it like one of these things you go to a home track, is it a need to win more than I want to win? Or like, how do you view it?
Yeah, it's definitely, you definitely want to go out there and you want to go out there and win for that. Even though it is virtual, it's still a little bit of pride on the table. But anytime I went to Canadian Tire, I've either blew up, blew my brakes out, or jumped the restart. So either way, it hasn't went my way.
Well,
So
well, Matt Morrison said, I've had enough of this. He is in this time.
he needs new tires now.
I imagine he made him mad as hell. Well, Elijah
He probably
Fisher.
needs a dude wet wipe.
I don't mind. Elijah Fisher right now 7.5 seconds back, trying to cut down the gap ever so slightly. And honestly, Steve, I did not know this, but I kind of did find what you could consider a legit home track in my area for iRacing, that is, and that would be Southern National.
Oh, really?
Because going to find out I'm an hour away from that track. 1 hour.
Okay.
It's in the middle, honestly, dude. And I know I'm rambling about stuff I probably don't need to, but we're trying to keep the conversation here, trying to keep everybody invested. Because right now, you watch Aaron Stanton dominating, find something to talk about. But as I say that, Elijah Fisher is cutting the gap down. 7.5 to last lap, 7.4 this time, and now 7.3. So Fisher's coming. The thing is, does he have time to do it all over again? But honestly,
Are they gonna have to pit one more time, or was
I
that it?
believe they are.
Okay, that's what I thought too.
I believe they are because, of course, good thing about having SDK, you get multiple varieties of the pit strategy. So, Steve, the last time, so Aaron Stanton's last pit stop, we are 30 to go. This is now 32. We've just hit 30 to go. Stanton's on his 32nd lap on this stint. The last run, of course, the top 10 all pitted on lap 7. Last run, 36 laps. For Stanton, Elijah Fisher went 40. So right now, 30 to go. This is more than likely the final. This is actually more than likely the final run to the end for these drivers.
I think it's going to be based on how good you get in that pit road box.
Honestly, I agree with you. And Elijah Fisher, like, he done it perfectly. But just the issue is, he went. I mean, let's see, he went 4 laps longer than Stanton. 4 to 5 laps further than the field. My thing is it too long
Yeah.
to go?
Like, Josh was out on 11 lap tires last time, wasn't he?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, and they got him.
They sucked him up better than a Swiffer wet jet.
Yeah. But we'll see.
Elijah
He's pitting
in.
now.
All right,
Pitting
lesson
early this
learned.
time.
Maybe. Farmer's in as well. Lauda in. Well, forget me trying to figure out the strategy from this point. Ty Wilson
I just
in.
kind of gave up on it while I was in the car too.
Well,
I just kind of went.
5th through 7th in this time, of course, Lauda in 12th. Now, how long now? If you're all right, Aaron Stanton coming in. About to say, how does Stanton play this?
I figured he wouldn't be too long.
Come back, kid. Ty Mosley, 5 bonus points for leading a lap. Go ahead and get you some bonus points, Ty. Keep making me look good.
There you go. Looked pretty good on the pit stop so far from Aaron.
Right now, Daniel Lehman waiting to get his lap back, as is Henderson. And this will more than likely cycle out to the lead. Well, I say that. Nope, never mind. Stanton already back out onto the racetrack. Along with Elijah Fisher. Mike Hauser still in the pit. Okay, never mind. There goes Hauser. I was saying, Steve, bit of a long stop for Mike Hauser.
What'd you say, sir? I was trying to get to him.
I said, a bit of a long stop for Mike Hauser.
Yeah, I was just getting there and looking at that because I watched him come in.
Came in about, a few seconds behind Aaron, but honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if anything really happened to Mike. Let's see.
It doesn't look like he goes too far in the box.
Probably.
It could be just the way he's pointed in it. I know you guys can't see it on the broadcast side, but there is sometimes if you have your graphics up enough, you have pit crew members and they do adjust. So it could have been just that, where it was just them adjusting.
Well, now my computer can't do the pit crew. It probably could if I let it, but I try to.
Oh,
See,
and Mike might have.
Oh, hold up, Steve.
Does Mike have a penalty? Because he went out. It looked like his tires were on above the yellow line before he got to the blue.
I don't believe so. I don't think he's back in the pits. Honestly, I saw something weird, and I know we're staying long in this pit box. Right sides go up.
Mm-hmm.
Comes back. I'm imagining the pit crew. Lefts go on. Okay, maybe just my imagination, but could have swore that right side went up twice. But maybe just me, regardless of the fact. Long stop for Mike Hauser, and honestly, that just may do him in on a podium spot. But, alright. So the gap now, 5.7, 24 to go. Theoretically, this is the last stop. If you're Elijah Fisher, how are you trying to swindle down almost 6 seconds without burning through your stuff?
As careful as you can. That's a pretty big one, though. Just not overdriving the corner. Just maybe use a little bit of that dragging brake, but it might use up a little bit more of that tire more because you're heating the brakes up, which heats up the tires. So he's just not going to have traffic kind of like that, kind of like Ty Mosley there, where he kind of caught him in an awkward spot too. That doesn't help.
Well, nobody. I think Tyler Stone was trying to get out of his way.
I think
and
so
everywhere,
too. I think so.
And everywhere Elijah went, Stone went.
But yeah, that definitely doesn't help because he's lost on him. He's about 6 seconds now back on him.
6 on the dot, as a matter of fact. Travis Farmer back in third. Morrison Hauser, your top 5. Ty Mosley, Ben Knert, Daniel Lehman. Josh Anderson, the short pit did not work out this time as good as the first time. He is back now in 9th. Ty Wilson, the top 10 and the last driver on the lead lap with 22 laps to go. And honestly, these last few Thunder races, I mean, yes, shorter fields, which, I understand. We all don't like to see a short field. I sure don't.
No.
I mean, I ain't happy. Well, I'm not all that happy if I ain't got 20 or more on Fridays. If I can hit 20, I'm fine. But honestly, though, how much? Well, and you'll sit here and say, we want more drivers, but in the same breath, long green flag runs like this, how much of a testament is it that these drivers have now gone damn near 50, 60 laps green flag? Honestly, how much more the same breath, how much more mentally taxing is it? Is it more stress under caution, or is it more stress both physically and mentally the longer we go into these races with a long run like this?
It just all really depends on what position you're in. If you're in Aaron's position, I mean, he's just setting sail, just having fun out there. For a lot of those guys that are probably in the back fighting, it's probably a hell of a lot more stressful and hectic.
Like Mike
But when you get
Morrison
Go
right
ahead.
now.
Yeah. But when you get like thinned out fields like this more, it kind of helps. It helps keep it a green flag more because there's less in the field, so there's less of that what if factor.
That's actually completely understandable. But of course, you know, like I said, you know, I'd love to see more drivers in the Thunder Series, you know, in the trucks for the Fearless broadcast team. Do a hell of a job keeping that league afloat, or not league afloat, but keeping that series afloat. And really, you know, in the future, you know, as for both respective leagues, mine and theirs, you know, eventually you will reach heights bigger than what you can imagine. And I got to say, when we hit that spot, and you know, we will ultimately find the next Aaron Stanton, Elijah Fisher, Mike Hauser, Travis Farmer. At what point do drivers have to look back and try to evolve and adapt to the new breeds coming in, trying to make their name in series? Honestly, when do you look back and say, what do I need to do to stay in contention here with these new kids coming in? Hayden Williams, a fine example of that, and just the speed that he can bring to the table right from the get-go. When do you look back and think, what do I need to do to keep my name in the conversation?
Well, I'm kind of going through that myself with this newer generation coming in. But no, it's just, as you said, you gotta learn to adapt. You gotta pick up on tricks that they do, and you just gotta adapt on it a little bit better, and just hope you can keep up with them. At some point or another, you're gonna slow down, and it's it's gonna show. But
Well, Steve,
but
I hate to bring this up. Does age have some things to do with this? And how fast some guys are compared to others? Does the age play a bigger role on the sim as what it does in real life? Your honest opinion.
to be honest with you, like I think, yeah, like you can be a hell of a lot older on this sim and be competitive. And I mean, I just don't know what it is with me right now, but we'll figure that out at some point. But
you're with Menard, so I ought to figure something out here pretty soon.
yeah, well, we gotta figure something out here. But no, I don't see that with iRacing. I've been in some other leagues too where they've had some older guys in them, and they've kicked my butt around the track. And so for me, it's just, at the same time, age is just a number, I think, in the sim.
Well, right now we got which one's older? Is it Josh or is it Aaron? No, one's 29. I don't know about the other one.
I don't know. I think Aaron's 30, I think, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, regardless, right now, we got him. Well, we'll just call it. We got a 30-year-old kicking the fields butt tonight. But it goes back to what we talked about. You know, hometown track. If you don't show up for any other track, you want to show up for this one. And with 12 to go, unless something major happens. And it's happened before, as we know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think I've seen you many times actually steal a win off of somebody's misfortune late in the race. 5 flags. 5 flags a couple years ago in another league kind of rings a bell. But
yeah.
but right now, I mean, I just don't see the field as thinned out as they are. I really don't see much happening.
We'd need a good wreck.
We need a
I
big
think
arc
to
break.
bring out a caution. Yeah, something. But
Right now,
yeah, I think it's gonna go green for the rest.
11 to go. The gap 8.7. And Elijah Fisher doing everything he can to run down Stanton. But honestly, I feel like if you push now, you're going to be falling back into the clutches of your teammate, Travis Farmer,
Yeah.
right now. Of course, Mike Hauser, 3 seconds. Almost identical 3 seconds to Travis Farmer. As right now, we're going to re-update the race update for those just joining us tonight. And there you see it. Here's Stanton, the leader. Well, we can tell you exactly how much he's led coming up here, but only one caution for Matt Morrison and Josh Henderson coming together earlier on in the event. 5 official lead changes. Now we get to the nitty-gritty, Steve, and honestly, I don't know if it's as much relevant now as what it was earlier, but fastest 5 for 5. Daniel Lehman, 40.1. Henderson, 40.4.
Okay.
Stanton actually a 40.6. Along with Ty Mosley, they actually tie. Travis Farmer, 40.6. Best lap so far still belongs to Ben Kennard at a 39.5, and I'll guarantee that's when he sent into turn 3 earlier in the race.
Oh, probably. I can imagine that. Yeah.
All right, Aaron Stanton has led a whopping 71 laps so far and counting. Mike Hauser led 17, Fisher 5 when he went long. Ty Mosley kind of in the same boat, went long, led 2 laps. Tyler Stone led 2 laps under caution, but the biggest gainers of tonight, I'll be damned, Ty Wilson up 8 spots. Elijah Fisher up 7, Hadaway Lehman up 3. Ty Mosley up 2. That is your final race update.
We keep talking about these ties.
I swear. There's 3 of them.
We gotta keep an order here.
Must have been a very popular name at one point.
It must have been.
7 to go, and the gap increased 9.2.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
think
it just keeps increasing.
I think now we're just seeing. I think we're seeing what you alluded to earlier.
Letting it eat.
Well, yeah, let her eat now, buddy. She had the appetizer.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sean Hamilton came into the pits, made his pit stop, came back out 3 laps down. But not many nights Sean Hamilton wanted, and he is back in the pits again.
Yeah, he had to serve a black flag.
Well, 7 to go. Battle heating up for the 5th spot between Ty Mosley and Matt Morrison.
Oh, that could get good.
Yeah, I mean, see what happens. You know, Mosley ain't gonna let it go at ease. Here comes Morrison, right back to the bottom. Almost gets Ty Mosley. Easy on my car, Matt. I swear. It'd be something if freaking iRacing didn't let you mess with the engine.
Right?
Like, dude, I can see the guys. I can see the guys who build engines for a living.
On here, like it's a.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, they would.
Talk about buying setups, buddy.
Oh, they would make some monsters.
I swear, that Joker pushing out more horsepower than what it needs to do.
You're doing a wheelie down the front stretch.
Yes.
And you're still gaining on the pack?
I'll tell you, man, I love old cheating stories. Like, them are some of the best ones ever. And iRacing does let you kind of cheat. You know, they'll let you snug right up against it.
Yep.
As long as it's in the yellow, it's fine.
And, well, there used to be one gray area back in the day where you could run in the grass on road courses and it would cool your tires down. And then that was stopped real quick after the one IMSA race, the 124-hour race. And everybody was doing it, and they were like, yeah, that's not going to work.
Well, you talk about cheating. I'll tell you, Ernie's in this 27th through the tech inspection twice. It has been lights out. B3 to go.
Aaron will be sitting at the inspection thing, and they'll be bringing out parts that he didn't know existed.
I can hear him now, but I can't say exactly what he say. Where does that go?
Where'd that come from? That wasn't on mine.
He turned that 16. I think it came off of his. I
There you
have no
go.
idea how that jet fuel got in there.
Exactly. Well, at least if he's using jet fuel, he's using it in the right way, unlike Mikey did.
Yeah. Two to go. Next time by. And honestly, you know, if anybody would figure out this track, it'd be one of them two brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Hot Shot. Really, the pit strategy will affect him right now. Best he can do right now would be 9th. Right now, running 12th. The worst he could do is 13th.
Just watching Aaron, and he's just looks so good through the corner, like rotating. He looks really comfortable in that car.
And he was one of the ones, of course, before we went live, hanging out with him, Matt Morrison, in the loaner's garage. And he was upset at how tight the damn thing was. Well, did not take him long to figure it out. White flag. 1 to go for the points leader.
And his 9th win of the season.
I tell you, it's going to open up that points gap on Mike Hauser even more.
I can sure pick him, though, I tell you what.
I swear. Into turn 3 for the final time. Not the first win at Michigan for Aaron Stanton, will not be the last. Stanton off of 4. He dominates Michigan. Elijah Fisher will be 2nd. Travis Farmer will be 3rd. Mike Hauser 4th. Ty Mosley will round out the top 5. And honestly,
that's a good old butt kicking right there.
I swear. 79 laps out of 105. Let's just do the math on this real quick as Aaron Stanton takes his victory lap around. So let's see, Steve. So let's see. 79 divided by 105. That is right at 75% of the race led.
Yeah, give or take, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a long number, but I'm not reading all of it.
No, definitely. Don't overwork yourself. Oh, he nosed it into the wall.
Oh! Man, you can't let them runners have anything nice. Well, so much for tech.
He's looking like Mad's car the other night there.
That car
Looking like a
flipped,
modified.
didn't it? Oh, no, I'm thinking of the truck race.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't think so, but I mean, it wouldn't shock me with how destroyed it was.
Oh, buddy, what a night.
Good set of racing. Good old school track, good old school car.
And an old school whipping, really.
I was about to say, the old school butt kicking.
Aaron Stanton, Garrett Jenkins, Stephen Henning Jr. up here in broadcast booth, buddy. You got a copy.
What's up, guys?
You tell us. What was underneath? What was underneath that car that Matt Morrison had to destroy?
Some secret sauce.
Secret sauce.
We couldn't tell.
Yeah, nah. We couldn't tell at all. Well, buddy,
Nah, wasn't cheated.
it wasn't
No.
cheated. It wasn't cheated. Well,
It's
buddy,
just my place.
Yeah,
my track.
I can tell.
we
I can
understand
tell.
that. Hold on, Aaron. Somebody would like to say one thing to you. Don't break it.
Good job, Aaron.
Thanks, Mammy.
Well, Steve, I'm gonna tell you, win number 9 of the season. But what does it mean to get another win at your home track?
Does that make 3 in this league now? No, I just love this place. I know like every little nook and cranny. I know the lines. I know the seams. I don't know if you guys are paying too much attention. I know I was kind of making it boring, but I was running different seams and different lines, and I honestly feel like that's just my knacker around this place.
Well, with all things to consider, it was a hell of a night. It was a dominant night. I got to say though, which I was in there before we went live, and one of the things you were very unpleased with, so to speak, is how tight the track was. Really, how were you able to really gain the time around this place with the car being tight, or did it eventually start coming around to the loose side? Because your teammate Matt, he had his hands full tonight.
Yeah, once the track started laying rubber and it did get a little warmer, so it started getting a little looser. But honestly, I shouldn't be telling my team secrets, but
Well,
we cranked our brake bias literally as low as we can get it.
Steve, I told you.
I wondered.
Steve,
That's the only way you can get that thing loose.
Yeah, we could not figure out how to get this thing to rotate, and I told him, I was like, I'm cranking this thing as low as I can. It was literally maxed out on. Our brake bias was maxed out on looseness. So. I mean, I don't know if that really played a role, because it did start getting looser as the track started putting rubber. Like I said, I don't know if you guys realized, but I was actually trying to there at the end. I was actually trying to run above the black a little bit, almost like I was a dirt track for a bit. Once the track got really rubbered, I was trying to run above it, and I don't know. I just feel like that's my knack around this place.
Well, you look like you could move that car basically wherever you wanted. And it worked. Like, you were, as me and Garrett said, you put an old school butt kicking on the field.
Yeah, we can't cuss in here. We can't cuss.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm trying.
Some of us can, as long as we don't go over the limit. I was told it's got at least a PG-13, but don't push the boundary on that neither. But I try to put on TVY 7, but we're not gonna get into that because corporate already mad, and I'm about 26 minutes past the hour, so we're kind of interrupting the 10 o'clock news right now. But live on Fox and Channel 12, where the hell you look at your weather at. But Steve, you got any questions for him?
I'm just happy that I picked him to win the race. I can
Yeah.
pick them. I just can't.
Pick yourself
seem to
next
figure
time.
it out. Yeah, I gotta do something like that or something along those lines. But no, I mean you went out there and you made it look easy. I say that.
It was not easy.
Yeah, I know.
Aaron.
But I could say that now. I'm up in the booth.
Well, Aaron. Yeah, you can. As I can. Hell of a job tonight, buddy. Anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, mothers, etc.? The floor is yours.
I just thank you guys for broadcasting and Elijah and everybody for putting it all together, like always.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight. Aaron Stanton will lead 79 of 105 laps for the win at his home track of Michigan. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job tonight.
Yeah, thank you guys.
You can go out there and shoot him a turkey tomorrow. I guarantee it.
I don't think he can anymore. I think he said to where he's gonna go listen to it, but he can't do anything.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean, he sends me pictures of him in the woods, and I'm like, man. Well, next
It'd be
up,
peaceful.
dude, honest to God, and we're gonna say this while I get the stuff ready for Elijah Fisher to come up. But I live like a quarter mile off the main road, surrounded by 2.5 acres of nothing but woods and fields. I mean, dude, I love it. I ain't got a neighbor nowhere near me. I ain't got to live right on top of people. I'd be arrested. But get Elijah Fisher up here. Elijah Fisher, Garrett Jenkins, Stevie Henning Jr. up here in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, walk us through the night 4 to 16. I got to ask, were you banking as you went longer than everybody else by 4 to 5 laps under the first round of pit stops? Were you banking that I wouldn't so much be a caution, but honestly, take us through from behind the helmet. What are some of the pros along with the cons of going long, trying to stay out longer than other drivers on pit road type of deal?
Yeah, I guess for me in this one, the game plan pretty early was team got a really good read on the tires and that they were burning up pretty quick. And so when I figured that, I was like, okay, we've got a big drafty track, just kind of fall back on the beginning. And I think it was down in almost last place pretty much right off the bat. And I ended up saving quite a bit of fuel compared to the rest of the field as well. Took care of the tires and everything, but it just was so hard to kind of get around other guys in a way because of that draft being so effective, and we just didn't really have enough speed overall from saving the tire. So I think I kind of overdid that a little bit, but yeah, the plan there I think worked out in a way to stay out longer because it wasn't so much banking on a caution as much as it was just I wanted to get into pit road and then come out and have the better tires over the longer course of the run. And that run was really probably the difficult one because we were really stuck and mired in, the third, fourth, and fifth place traffic, and just didn't really have enough after that. And then our last stop, I think I probably should have gone long again, and I just ended up P2 again in Thunder Series.
Well, and really, you said something in your line that this can kind of be a question for the both of you up here in the booth, but you mentioned the draft and how you felt like it was really draft dependent. I'll ask both of you this question, and if one wants to answer or both want to answer it, it's up to y'all. But really, when you describe that, and then we go over on Mondays and we run mile and a halves where the cars can be very draft dependent on the mile and a half as we've seen in the past? Is it kind of a similar issues with these cars at the 2 mile tracks? Obviously, we've seen that the plate package for these Gen 4s are not the best in the world. As a matter of fact, in my steer, they're actually kind of crap. But honestly, did you have to really? Well, for Elijah, did you quickly find out this could be more of a Gen 6 race? But really, can you call similarities between the two cars with the packages that they ran?
I don't really think they had a lot of similarities because the Gen 6 felt a lot more like the tires didn't matter as much because, with the Gen 6 car, or excuse me, the 4 here tonight, we had a lot of early wear, and that was really starting to slow the times down faster. And I think with the Gen 6 car, you can kind of go a little bit longer. I didn't really feel like I don't know. I guess in terms of like if they were similar or not, the passing was more difficult tonight in the Gen 4 than I think it would be on Mondays, and I think a lot of that just comes down to the fact like A, we were on the legacy version of the track, and then B, it just I don't know what it was. You kind of step out of line and not yeah he had to have better tires or better taking care of them to get around other people and. I think that's pretty much the difference. But I mean, there's similarities for sure. But you know,
Steve, what's your take on it?
I really haven't raced much of these Gen 4 cars other than super speedways, but from what I've heard from them, Elijah is basically, from what I've heard, basically what everybody else has thought. So I don't really have much to say on it. I usually either race the legacy versions of them, but
Well, Elijah was still nonetheless hell of a run tonight, second most on the position gain chart of 7, right behind Ty Wilson at 8. Last question, unless Steve, you got anything for him?
uh, I don't think so. I don't. I think you asked all my questions, so.
Well, by guess I'll start thinking outside the box here. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, Steve. Just kidding. But Elijah, hell of a job tonight. Last question I got for we let you head out of here. Anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, mothers, etc. The floor is yours.
yeah, gotta thank Mom, of course. Mother's Day is tomorrow, so thank you, Mom. Always supporting me and everything. Gotta thank the man upstairs, of course. Teammates tonight were really good. Gave me a lot of good information to help me get the P2. Um, it seems weird, but again, I'm in another Thunder Series race. Where I'm like, oh man, I want to get that win so bad. But P2 is good. P2 is good, and good effort from everybody out here in the Mad Falcon Motorsports garage, and they put together some really quick cars. Glad to have these teammates. Shout out to Travis P3. He did want me to let you know he's not going to be able to make his interview. Had something come up, but
That's all
yeah,
good.
thank you as well for putting on the broadcast.
Not a problem, buddy. Elijah Fisher will walk out of Michigan second tonight. He'll turn his attention to Monday for Myrtle Beach. Appreciate your time, buddy. Hell of a job tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, Steven, here's how we can do this.
Hmm.
I can take the top 5. You can take the rest of the field if you want to on the final results for tonight.
You said the top 5 for you, and I do the rest.
Yeah.
I got this. I got.
All right. Well, Aaron Stanton, the winner tonight, a dominant night for the driver under 27 in his hometown track. Elijah Fisher will be the second biggest gainer of the night. Unfortunately, we'll have to settle for second again. Travis Farmer started third, and that's where he'll finish tonight. Mike Hauser, strong run earlier in the race. Unfortunately, will fade back to a fourth place run. Ty Mosley up 3 spots, and he'll walk out of here with the top 5. Aaron, if you want to take 6th on down.
Yeah, Matt Morrison, he had one hell of a day, I'd say, but he came back and back in P6, I think it was.
Mhm.
And then you got the road course ringer out here, Ben Knert, with another nice finish inside the top 10. And you got Ty Wilson in 8th, Bobby Hadaway in 11th, I think.
Ninth.
If What?
Ninth for Bobby
Ninth?
Hadaway.
Okay. Okay, ninth, okay. And 10th is Daniel Lehman,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Okay. And good old buddy Ty Stone, old teammate. He had kind of a rough strategy there, but still, all in all, it was a decent day for him, I think. Josh Henderson, hate to see him as far down as he was, one lap down. And Matt Siders in 13th. Didn't really see much of him today. Thought you would have seen more of him. And
Great
Sean
qualifying.
Hamilton. Yeah, he did, yeah. Sean Hamilton in 14th. And then Chris Leota in 15th. And rounding off your top 16, well, all your top 16, I guess, is Scott Corbett in 16th.
Well, buddy, the hell of a night. Of course, the night belongs to Aaron Stanton. Again, a dominant night tonight for Stanton. Steven, appreciate you coming up here in the booth on Saturday. I know it was short notice, but honestly, the people loved you. So I'll see if I can't work some magic. Not trying to sound ugly or nothing, but maybe we won't talk to you as long in the booth come Monday. Try to get your first finish of the season. And hopefully things turn around for you as we head to Myrtle Beach this Monday, May the 11th, for 150 laps in arguably what is one of my favorite tracks. I mean, did I love 2 wins in the late models at that track? I love Myrtle Beach.
Late models at Myrtle Beach are really fun. Yeah, I can't wait to take the Gen 6 out there and see what I can do. We had a lot of speed last week. It just stuff happens, and
Don't interview
you
Josh
just gotta
Henderson
learn.
when he's next to you.
yeah. But no, like, stuff happens, and you just kind of gotta learn to move past it and just try your best to keep moving. And we're trying to figure it out. But we'll hopefully get a first points finish here this coming week.
Well, buddy, best of luck on Monday. And like I said, you wreck out early, just hop up here in the booth. We'll get you rolling. But
Sounds good.
hell of a job tonight. And again, best of luck on Monday.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. And with that being said, appreciate everybody watching tonight again. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers who tuned in tonight to watch. And we will see everybody Monday night for the Myrtle Beach Classic, live right here on the Inspired Racing League YouTube channel. Take it easy and have a good night.